What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, um, look, man. One of the rumors that we had heard years and years and years ago, I would say, starting around 2016, really in earnest, and more so as the years have gone by. One of the rumors that we heard is that LeBron James's camp uh, had a lot of power, and that power was growing, and that essentially Klutch operated almost like, for lack of a better term, a mob, a mob family, and that they didn't tolerate any type of criticism of LeBron James. I mean, it really, like, if you said something that was funny at his expense, you ridiculed him in any way, you said something that was too critical of him, expect a phone call from somebody affiliated with Klutch. That's what we would hear. Okay, you've heard us make jokes about this recently, and Jeff Teague, former NBA player, Jeff Teague, and I think he's a co-host of, I think it's called the 520 podcast, confirmed this very, very recently, saying that, yeah, if you say something in the media, or if you're a player, you say something very critical of LeBron James, you will get a phone call.
Yeah, that's LeBron.
That's a fact. But bro, the moment I said anything, anytime you say anything about Brian, people call you and say, "Hey man, you might want, might want to chill. I know you got some funny stories and shit. Hey, leave LeBron alone." I'm like, God damn.
Okay.
I came on here and apologized. Sorry. I'm talking these some real people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, nigga, you funny, nigga, and you getting a little too funny. All right, my fault, brother. So I know ain't nothing getting by. They whole camp. They run the league. They whole camp run the league,
Yeah, bro. They too plugged in. For somebody not to know an inkling to something, I ain't say they do an all-out play. I just feel like somebody, bro. If not, then that's one of the most.
Rich Paul, AD agent.
Yeah, that's one of the most covert operations in NBA history.
You gotta know.
Somebody knew something. I don't know who, what, but somebody knew something. Even if they didn't know it was gonna happen, when, what, where, why, somebody knew something, bro.
And it's really, first of all, I don't know how it's legal that an agent of a player, right, Rich Paul, right. Let me put it a better way. I don't know how it's legal that a childhood friend of a player, right, especially a superstar player of LeBron James' stature, I don't know how it's legal for him to have a childhood friend who is an agent who also is the agent of various other players in the league, and knowing how close LeBron James is to this agent, to have that type of influence, not just as far as players that he represent, but also having that type of uh, leverage with an organization. I just don't remember Michael Jordan's agent, David Falk, having that type of leverage with the Chicago Bulls. Not to that extent. It's like he said, it's like they basically run the league. And I know some people could even look at this as like some Black Power-ish, right? But the reason why I don't is because of how they move. Okay? They'll bully a Jeff Teague because he tells, what I'm saying, a story about LeBron, and he just, I guess in his mind, facetiously say that he think he on PEDs, and then they get a call. Because we all know he got a call. That's what he referenced it. Right then and there. They'll call him. They'll call some other brother who make a joke, or they'll call somebody else. But Kel Sonny, crickets. Crickets. Skip Bayless has been insulting LeBron James for years. Crickets. So that's why I don't respect it on that tip. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all do. Some of y'all do. I don't. Um, you know, I mean, how thin skinned can you be, man? Like, I mean, how can you be a superstar of his stature and be that thin skinned? How can you be that thin skinned, man? And you know what really don't make any sense is that when you look at LeBron James's like the way that he talks on social media, he loves to poke fun at other people. He loves making jokes, but he cannot take a joke. He takes some. He's too self-important. He can't take a joke or ribbit. There's some people like that, you know. Um, some people, you know what I'm saying, don't mind a joke at their expense. Others, they don't mind making jokes about other people, but you have to treat them like they're the cardinal, like they're the pope, you know. But yeah, this isn't surprising at all, but it is interesting, and I think a lot of us have made this observation. It is interesting how a lot of this stuff is coming out now. It is interesting how a lot of these things about him are coming out now. But it's not like it's surprising to us. It just confirms what we've been saying for years, you know? But yeah, you can look at even when they doing podcasts, man, and then when you have somebody who's kind of talking out of pocket about LeBron James, it don't have to even be anything crazy. But, you know, if somebody even just mentions the possibility that, hey man, how is this guy doing this at age 40, 41? Like, how is he doing this? This doesn't seem natural. They all look at each other real funny. Like, you know, do you really want to go that route? I'm like, man, Barry Bonds didn't have that. Barry Bonds went through the goddamn fire. I'm just saying, you know, well, then again, maybe you could argue, well, maybe he should have had some type of apparatus in place to try to influence the media. But, you know, at the end of the day, that just creates a false perception, man. You know, if somebody is doing what he's doing, and look, man, I'm just gonna put it like this. I feel a certain type of way about what I think he's doing. Okay. Um, what I think he's doing. I can't prove it. I've said it time and time again, but I think the truth will come out eventually. And when the truth does come out, that will explain why he's not in my top 10. You know. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. And tell me what you guys think.